Let's Platinum Super Time Force Ultra episode 10. Alright, we're getting pretty close to the end of the game now. Just got a few extra things to do. And the Platinum, yeah, it's coming up. Today we're going to go through all the stages, well not all of them, but most of the stages that I didn't get max Glorbs or max Shards on, and basically do that. Now for this first one, what I wanted to do was I wanted to get that Glorb nice and easy. So I just picked the guy from Journey in order to do that because he's got a nice double jump which helps. And then I basically just try and find all the shards and Glorbs at the same time. Here I grabbed that. Wow, I do not know how I got out of that. And then here I couldn't get out of it. Oh yeah, nice. I deflected the bullets somehow, not really sure how. It must have been the scarves in some way, but I don't think I used my secondary attack, but oh well. Then I used Stash here, and I was like, that's not working. So I went back to the Journey character, and I just jumped here, and jumped on his head. Yeah, Headbanger is much easier to do with the character from Journey. Here I wanted to go over, so I kept trying for a little bit. Not to actually do it, but just to see if it would work, and then I got it. I was like, okay, cool. Then I thought I'd have to go down here anyway to make sure that I didn't miss any orbs. Yeah, that would be one. There's one in this safe here. So instead of climbing out, let's just time out and go all the way back up. And luckily I did, because then a shard appeared on the map, so that was nice. Grab that shard. That thing is going to explode real soon. And grab the Glorb. Do I get it? Yep. Hop. And grab that one. Yeah, I think this stage actually lends itself pretty well to the Journey character, as probably many stages do. Not necessarily lend themselves well to the Journey character, but to each character. So I think that there are certain characters that you should definitely use on particular stages. Yeah, I don't know, for me this Journey character worked really well for this one. Alright. Now, what's happening here? Oh, I was checking, that's right, I was checking just in case I missed a shard. Even though it wasn't that far away, I was just like, I couldn't remember what was ahead, so I was like, okay, let me just check. In fact, I reckon the time trial for this would be like annihilated using the Journey character. As for most stages, I didn't even think about that. Most stages you can probably use the Journey character, especially if there's a lot of like room in the sky. Here, I don't know, I didn't really deal that much damage to him, but I thought, alright, it's worth it. Just take that. Okay, so what do I do here? All the way back. Pick Journey again. Decided to grab the shard straight away. What the hell? I honestly don't know why I did that. Now I just use Stash like crazy. Die. Nothing much to say here actually, it's maybe we're just going through the motion of killing him. And yeah, oh, I completed the stage at least, you can already see that I've got 10 Glorbs, 3 shards. And, wait a second, do I need to kill this guy in order to... I do, I think. Let's get the, what's it called? Like, complete the stage within the time limit. Looks like you have to kill this guy. I think the time thing is in the next area, isn't it? Right. Oh no. No, okay. Never mind. I must have moved before and I just didn't notice it. Because it should have come up, right? I don't know. Not a big deal. Alright, that's one out of the way. Then the rest of... oh no, there's still one more 1990X. Maybe 2 more. No, I think 1. I just skipped all this stuff because he basically just repeats what he said the first time we went through. So yeah, this time we're using Stash. Bang, put that in the fridge. Just got it in time. Kill these guys with Stash. Die. Realize there's a Glorb shard right there. Use it to my advantage. guess while we go through this stage, since it's basically just going through the motions, I'll explain basically what there's left in the game. Let's see. So I'll explain it from this point. So I have to complete all the stages with 10 globs and 3 shards. I don't need to do the time trials. I don't know if I will do them. I don't know. It's tricky because it's going to take me probably a good few hours to complete all of them, and then make more episodes on it. And it's not really needed for the platinum. I don't know. I feel like doing it, and then part of me just doesn't feel like doing it. We'll see. I guess now that I just thought about the fact that like the journey character could be really useful, especially in a stage like this. Literally all I have to do is jump from section to section and make sure that I know all the shard locations, and then just keep redoing it like that until I get it. Took me a little while to get past this bit, and then I was like, wow, that was a I thought it was a good jump, but the shard came out in a really weird way. Luckily I have Mr. Journey character who can get burned. Okay, so there's that. The reason we're doing that first is because we need to unlock 2 more characters in order to complete the puzzles. One of the characters I believe will be unlocked by collecting 100% of the shards, which I think I mentioned before. So we need all the shards from all the levels, and the other character unlocks automatically when you play is it the last stage? I think it's like the first stage of the last missions. So when we click on Dr. Infinity, you'll see what I mean. So we unlock that character there, and then the other character for the 100% shards, I think. Then when we have both those characters, we can complete all 10 remaining puzzles. Because we finished the game, we unlock super hardcore mode, which I won't explain what it is just yet. I think I tried to explain it in a way earlier episode, and it's not even exactly what I said, I don't think. So what I'll do is I'll just read it when it comes up, because it actually gives a description, like you'll see in the next few episodes. It will show you a description of like what it is that it actually is, and it's not too bad. I think it'll be okay. It's definitely one of those things where I'll look at it and I'll go like, okay, I'm not sure exactly how that's going to change up the gameplay or whatever, but I'll figure it out when I do it. So yeah, that'll be. Then I'll basically complete super hardcore mode, and yeah, and that'll be it. Like once I complete super hardcore mode, I get the platinum, because the other trophies that are remaining are, let's see, get all the shards, get all the globs, defeat Dr. Infinity, and then super hardcore mode. I feel like there's one more that I'm missing. Don't remember what it was. Oh, all the puzzles, yeah. So all the shards, all the globs, all the puzzles, defeat Dr. Infinity, and complete super hardcore mode. So once I've done all that, I'll get the platinum. That's good. No time trials required. Apparently though, one thing I should mention is I actually had to look up how to unlock the last 2 characters, because I was like, did I miss them in like a level that I was doing? I don't know. I thought I may have not. Oh, that was a good shot. I don't even remember doing that. I must have positioned myself super well to actually get that. Yeah, I looked up the characters to make sure that I hadn't missed them in like a particular level. And there is a character. Luckily, there's no trophy for like getting all the characters, but there is a character that you unlock by, I believe, completing all the time trials. And I guess I'll just tell you, it's the character that is actually like that man that sort of appears when you collect the time trial thing. So you can unlock him. I don't know what his powers are. Frankly, I'm not really interested. Oh, well, I guess I am kind of interested, but I'm not willing to. I don't know, should I? It's so frustrating to figure out whether or not to do it, because I think that the reason I'm so frustrated is because I've taken so long to do this game, and it's really not a long game. Like I think I went on PSN profiles and someone had done it in like 6 hours. You know, collecting the first trophy and the last trophy, 6 hours, 6 hours and 30 or whatever. But like 6 hours, that's ridiculous. And then here I am, like a month later, still doing it. I don't know. It's just too much. Like especially with Metal Gear as well. Metal Gear is gonna take me a very long time to finish. To give you an example, according to PSN profiles, one of the trophy guides. Let's see, we're gonna go to 3072 and do this one to get all the globs. This is a pretty tricky one. I hate this level, but eventually after much practice I got it. According to PSN Profiles trophy guide for Batman, it said 50 hours to get the platinum. And that took me 92 episodes to show. For Metal Gear Solid, it's 130 hours, and which means it's going to take me, let's see, 2 1/3, is it? No, 2 2/3 longer than it took me for Batman. So that would be 92 plus 92, which is 184, plus 2/3 of 92, which is 60 and a half, or 60.75. So that's like 250 episodes almost to complete Metal Gear. I mean, obviously there's going to be like a lot of time cut out from like going to different areas and all that kind of stuff, but yeah, it's going to be a long time. And then the next game is coming up in the next few days. Some of you will probably be able to guess what it is by that. Oh wait, actually, well, what I'll say is that at the time of recording, it's October 4th. So whenever this actually ends up going up, you can probably figure it out from there. Yeah, I'll try and make sure this will probably go up like just before the game comes out. Basically giving it away there. Okay. Anyway, back to this game. So this one, yeah, actually I should have explained this one pretty well. You've got to be very careful. Here's one thing. There's a globe right there. Jump with Jeff Leopard to grab it. And you want to rewind a lot on this level to make sure that you're collecting those globes that fly past. So there it is again. Got it there. There's another one with from the police car, I think it was, or the enemy that was in the police car. Yeah, it's really tricky to kind of like get all the globes and make sure. There's another one that just passed, flew by, but I saw it. Okay, let me go back. And I think there was another one I missed, but I went so far back. The reason I went this far back was to get the police car's health all the way up, like the one that I'm actually on. Get that like higher. So I went back there. Now it should be right at the top. No, there was a shard that I got, I think there. Should be a globe at the top left, right about now. Yeah, there it is. Except I poorly jumped there. And got it. One more that pops up. I don't know, we'll see. Give it a bit. Yeah, a lot of rewinding in this one just because that's the nature of the level. It's really tricky because you've got to like basically do as much damage as you possibly can on both the left and right. So you could go about it two ways. You could like just stay on the on the vehicle that you're on and then just go through the whole level destroying as much as you can and not worrying about the health, and then when it gets really low or even to the point where you're about to die, just rewind and repeat the whole level again. So you can do it two ways. You can do it in like sections where you're constantly rewinding bits and pieces, or you can do it all in one go, rewind to the beginning, do it all in another go, rewind to the beginning. Yeah, there's a few choices on this one. Okay, so we're at 5 out of 10 and 2 out of 3. So obviously at this point, well, I mean, I end up getting this on this attempt. So if your screen looks like mine at this point, where that ship is coming in and you have 5 out of 10, 2 out of 3, you should be fine. This was tricky though. To kill the stuff on this ship was really hard. It was really difficult to avoid those bullets. There's another bullet that I missed. And I was like, okay, how am I gonna get that? So let's jump right here, grab it. I did. Just get out of the way. You have to shoot these little rockets, you can't avoid them as well because they deal damage to the car. So that's 7 out of 10 as well. And so there's actually two. There's one here, like I can never use there, a clone on the left, and then there's one after that. Let's see if we can still. Oh my god. Sometimes it's so painful just watching me die over and over again because the way the level's designed, just how much bullets are. Maybe Cleo would have been a good person for this. Destroy the rockets and the doctors at the same time, so we're going to have a mixture. There's 9 out of 10, and there's the final one there on the left. Like, alright, I gotta get that globe. Got it. And then I knew all I had to do was get the shard, the final shard, and then I could just keep rewinding time. There's the shard. I could keep rewinding time to the point where I actually killed him. Like, okay, great, got everything I need. Now just like destroy the boss. Bang, bang, bang. Nice. He's almost dead. He's got a few. Little bit. I mean, look how quickly his life goes down. There. Now. And he's gone. That final one went. That like final little bit of health went so fast. But yeah, he's finally done. 10, 3, and I already had the shard badge, so actually I only needed the globe badge for that one. But yeah. No time trial in that one, thank God. Oh, did I? Oh, that's what I did wrong. Okay, I finally realized what I did wrong. I actually missed that wasn't on purpose. The shard badge for that last area I didn't have, and I didn't realize that until I think it's the end of next episode. I was doing the stage which I thought was the last one, and I was like, wait, why haven't I done it? And then I looked at the stages again, and I was like, oh, I haven't done this one. So I ended up going back for that. So here we go. This is kind of frustrating. I wouldn't have had to do this stage if I had done the very obvious thing of figuring out what that last globe was when I played this the first time, because it was, I'll explain when I get there, but it was super obvious when I did this the first time where the globe was, and I just, for some reason, decided not to go for it. This is pretty tricky too. Grab that shard. Yeah, I actually cleared out everything here. You don't have to, but I just wanted to clear everything out. Grab 10 seconds, shoot that. Yeah, here's something. So if you shoot the beehive, it drops, but you have to deal with another set of bees. Just one more, but yeah, that's something to take note of. I should have left this one. Destroying it. Let's see. Bang! Get the globe like that. You can also get it with the character from Journey. Probably double jump up there without even having to climb the tree trunks. Especially if you're coming down from the top where you start, you can probably glide to it. Alright, kill these bees and dinosaurs. Why don't I rewind time here? Oh, I was checking for shards probably. Let's try that. Ah, that was unlucky. Here we go. Got it. Shard. I was pretty close, I just needed to go a little bit further. I would have got that second shard. Bang, bang, bang. Okay, I jumped there. Yeah, make sure you get this one in here, because it's not that well hidden. I mean, you can see sort of the sparklies, but when I played the game the first time, I kind of missed that on an area that I thought you had to use timeout to get out of, but it was just like a wall on the left that I couldn't destroy. From nowhere. Or probably beastie or something. Melanie and Stash are pretty close. Like similar style characters. Which is good. That gigantic radius of attack is fairly useful. Yeah, here was where I missed the shard. It was so the claw. It was so obvious right there. I just for some reason I think it was because I was doing the stage so well, and I'm like, let me just like complete it. Oh, it wasn't even that. It was I jumped on top of this and I just kept shooting, grab the globe, shoot, move to the next platform, shoot, move to the next platform, and I was like, okay, that was all nice and fluid. There's no point like going back. Also been there, I thought maybe I couldn't get back up there because I was thinking of being destroyed. But I don't know. There we go. 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10. You can save Zachosaurus again. And now the boss. I actually quite like this boss. It's like a fake out boss. It's like, oh my god, it's a gigantic dinosaur. And then kill it. Get the orb from it. And sec. Bang. And then the bigger dinosaur comes out. That's it. Yeah. This is again pretty easy boss actually. Probably one of the bosses you could use. What's his face? Shuhei Yoshida to defeat. He's really simple. Although, yeah, you could use it. I was thinking it might be a bit trickier because if you don't use Shuhei Yoshida for this first part of the boss fight with this mini like purple T-Rex, it might not count, but it should still count because the big T-Rex actually has a health bar, denoting that it's an actual boss. It should work there. And I just used Stash to slash him with the chainsaw thingy. I mean, I died a few times doing it, but at least it was done and dusted. 10 globes, 3 shards. I think I missed almost all the ones in the... Okay, not all of them, but I missed a fair few of them. This stage I actually did twice, but obviously I cut out the first attempt because I missed 2. Yeah, I think it was 2 globes that I missed, and I was like, where the hell are they? So when I did it the second time, I basically did an attempt and I just started looking for it immediately. I was like, okay, I know I got this one before. I know I got this one before. And then I eventually found it. Or maybe I actually... Yeah, no, I think that's what I did. I started the stage a second time. Immediately went, like, just looked all over the stage for the 2 that I was missing, and then I started it again and did it from there. I don't remember. But regardless, I'll get them all here. I'll point out the ones that I missed as well because they were fairly well hidden actually. I think it was just kind of unlucky on my part to where I just didn't check. That bit was annoying. He shot the globe in a really awkward way, so I was like, okay, here, and then not get killed by that guy. That was pretty clever, although my timing was off there, and then I managed to collect it just on that bit. 4, 1, I think I'll look for a shard really soon. Oh, gotcha. I think it was this, yeah, this here on the right. Somehow I missed this. Let's see, if there's 2 in here, then it was definitely this. Yeah, it's definitely that. One was on sort of that dinosaur, and the other one's above him. Pretty clever attack there, for him to jump right onto that second platform where I was standing. A lot of deaths. A lot of deaths. 6 hours. Amazing time to do this game. Absolutely amazing time. Especially like when I go into super hardcore mode and figure out, you know, how that's cool. All I have to do is complete all the missions again, so we're just gonna basically be rushing through them. Wonder, wait, if you get to keep your globes and shards, then technically you could do the time trials on the second playthrough. So maybe that's what I'll do. I'll at least go for them and see how close I am, and if I'm close, I may as well just like keep repeating the level till I get it, and then that way, let's see. But there is that element of it. Knowing like sort of a few of the elements of what super hardcore mode is, kind of makes that a tricky endeavor to do the time trials. So I don't know. We'll see. I haven't done it yet. As of recording this, as of recording this, I need to make the episode that has the 10, what's it called, the 10 holodeck levels in it, and then I'm up to super hardcore mode. But I have actually unlocked super hardcore mode, so yeah. And I'll try and do that in the next day or two. Come on, collect that gold. Ah, how annoying was that? Yeah, this stage is, it's funny because this stage is pretty short, but it's like, it's just annoying. There's like bullets and enemies everywhere. Very, very difficult to kind of get past. Grab a second. It's always good to have like a 2 HP thing. Here, oh yeah, when I got to here, I knew exactly what I needed to do. So you'll see I actually jump up to the top left here, and then I time out. And that was because when I played it the first time, I knew that the shard was up there on the left. So I got it there. And then, annoyingly, you actually have to kill everything here, I think. Let's see, one. Yeah, you have to kill even those little dinosaurs to pass. And then, yep, jump up here, and in the last few seconds, mission complete, just in time, with like a second and something to spare. Alright, but yeah, that's pretty much where the episode's going to end. So I want to thank you all for watching episode 10 of Let's Platinum Super Time Force Ultra. Next episode, more of those missions getting globes and shards. My name is Osmo456, and I'll see you next time.